Hey guys, what is up? I hope everybody has been having a great week. Excited to be back with episode 12, part 2 of my golf vlog series, this time featuring the back 9 at Stonewall Golf Club. If you guys are liking the series, please be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already, as there will definitely be many more videos like this in the future. So with that being said, let's hop into it. So a pretty solid opening tee shot here on the back 9. I did shoot 1 over on the front, so still 1 over overall, obviously. And I know you can't see the green here, but the green is pretty much, the left center of that green is right where those kind of bare branches are at the very top of that tree line. So trying to work this in from right to left, hit a bit of a trap draw, and I did a little too good of a job there. I originally thought this would be completely disastrous because there's a huge fall off, and I thought it was going to really take a bad kick all the way down there, but luckily it landed pretty softly to my surprise. And so I know you can't see me, but I have a pretty crazy lie, and this is so uphill I can barely even keep my stance. So I'm just trying to keep my stance right now and figure out how to somehow make a good swing here. And so just trying to get a feel for it. And the one good thing I have going for me here is that I have a very steep shot, so that helps out a lot with not having much green to work with. So you can see they're not too bad of a shot from where I was. Definitely will take that every time. And now I got a bit of a right to left swinger. I feel very confident over this putt because I could definitely tell I was going to break right to left, so I was just going to make a good stroke. And perfect. So definitely is nice to see those putts go in. I've really, as I said in my my episode before this, I've really been working my butt off to improve my putting. So excited to see those putts starting to go in more. And sound up. So I tugged this one left a little bit, but luckily since I hit my 2-iron, it stays short of the bad stuff. But it still went 324 yards, so wasn't losing too much anyway with hitting an iron off the tee. You can see where my card is there. If that went 330 yards, that would have been in the hazard. So, and you can see my dad there on the left. He was able to come out to this round, which is very nice to have him around. He's pretty much been to every one of my tournaments, so he's always good to have around his support when I needed it. So, pretty good shot from there. I didn't have the best lie in that little situation, so it was definitely a pretty good shot from there. Pulled this one just a bit, but I also left it short, so that might have gone in if it had enough gas, but it might have ended up just missing left. So kind of a disappointing par there, but those were two not so easy holes, so I'm not too upset with an even par start on this side. Now hole 12, 1 over. 1 over for the total, even for the backside rather, sorry. And I'm just trying to knock this iron down a little bit. There is a little bit of wind up there. Not too much, but enough to make me have to switch up my strategy. And bled it out to the right. And as I've been watching these playbacks, it really seems like when I try to hit a knockdown shot, I am doing a good job of keeping the spin down and the trajectory down. The problem is I'm leaving the face open. So another priority of my practice from this point forward is going to be to try to not do that. So you can see here, really good shot out of the bunker here. And one of the good things about the rules we have to do with coronavirus is basically you can give yourself a very clean line in the bunker because you can't, obviously the rakes aren't available. So it's pretty easy to clip them and get some spin out of them. So I almost prefer to be in the bunker versus the rough. Sound up again. And I absolutely uncorked this one. So I knew that it was dogleg left. I haven't played this course before, but I did have knowledge by looking at the GPS to see where I could go, and I cut a ton of real estate off of this hole. And I'm very great position here to get back to even par for the round, 1 under on the side. And that pin is in the back left shelf, so what I'm actually trying to do here is hit it into the center of the green and just give myself a 2-putt. So I'm really trying to work on improving my course management. So I started a little bit further right than I wanted to, but it is coming in a little bit. I honestly am not super upset with this shot because if you went long left here, you're pretty much going to make a 5 or 6 at best. So this was in all honesty, even though it's 162 yards from the fairway, obviously with all normal situation you want to be hitting the green, but this wasn't a terrible leave. And that's another thing I've been really trying to improve, is improving the quality of my misses. And I mean, yeah, that was about a 30 handicap chip right there. But at least I still have a guaranteed par, even. So, I mean, that's what I've really been, as I said, that's what I've been working on, is making sure I pick my spots to miss, because obviously I'm going to miss a lot. If PGA Tour pros miss, I'm definitely going to miss. So that's a big thing that I've been working on. Kind of gave up on the stroke a little bit, but this was more than anything just a misread. And so disappointing 5. Definitely would have liked to get a shot back there. And now another 2-iron, trying to put it in the right center of this fairway and sound up. So another pretty good shot, and that was a club twirl fail there. I liked the shot. It went a little bit right on me, but I actually just dropped the club accidentally. So that was over 300 yards as well. So I'm definitely hitting the 2-iron really well on this side. I got 93 yards left coming in with a 60-degree wedge. And if I were to play in a tournament, a stroke play tournament here, I was thinking about this and talking to my dad about this while I was playing. I would seriously consider literally not even bringing my driver, because of how much trouble hitting 300 plus yards off the tee really brings in. So it would definitely be an interesting thing to see how, if I was to play this course with just 2 irons off of every tee versus driver off every tee, it'd be very interesting to see how I would play. So maybe that's something I could do in a series in the future, playing golf courses, one side playing with like just all irons and the other side playing it with just a driver. It'd be very interesting to see how the two strategies would fare. So another ho-hum par here. Once again, just plodding along right now. I'm not really doing anything awesome, not really doing anything stupid. So kind of, I wouldn't say boring golf, but pretty typical golf at the moment. Now on hole 15, you can see that bunker out there is 256 or something to carry it. So I was looking pretty intently just to make sure that the ball got over the bunker. And it scraped over by about 5 or 6 yards and got over the bunker, so that was good. And this was pretty funny. I went all the way up to set the camera up, and so this is a little behind the scenes. I had to run all the way back, and there was a group right behind me. I was playing pretty quick, probably at about a 3.5 hour pace, but they were definitely playing really quick. But they were very friendly. I had some very pleasant conversations with them all day, so they knew what I was doing, and so it was definitely fun to meet some of the people on this course and get to know everyone. So they were very welcoming. And so if you guys want to know what I was feeling, try running 120 yards and then walk up and hit a shot and tell me how well that goes. So I was very happy with this shot, all things considered. And let me know if you guys liked that camera angle. I know some of you guys said you definitely wanted to see more, so I don't mind walking up and setting the camera up and going back. I kind of like it because I think it shows a pretty interesting perspective of the ball landing on the green. So let me know. And here, again, another good putt. I think the difference there is, not knowing the greens as well as I probably should. And I really think my putting would be a lot better if I had someone to read the greens. So I am in the process of trying to do a video where I have like hire a caddy. It'd be very interesting to see how I would do when I know all the breaks and kind of have someone in my ear telling me how to manage my game, because I definitely have a long way to go in that regard. So another 2-iron here off the tee, another really solid shot. And it is nice to see that my management is improving a little bit, because I'm definitely thinking a shot ahead of every swing I'm making. So it is leading to some pretty good birdie opportunities on all these holes. So I'm going to keep trying to build on the management side of this game. It's very interesting as I continue to try to get good at golf again, to see old things coming back and new things having been learned in the time I've been away from the game. Because obviously when I was in college and in high school, for those that don't know, I peaked at 48th in my graduating class in high school for the United States of America, and I played at University of North Texas. And so I had a good base of knowledge, and after not playing for 2 or 3 years, and I started long drive, I kind of lost some of it, I guess. So it's nice to see it coming back pretty well. I don't know if I'll ever be back to my peak. I think I was probably a +3, maybe when I got hot, a +4 for a month or two in my senior year of high school. So I'm probably right now right around a 1 handicap to maybe right at 0. So it'll be interesting to see how much everything. If I ever do get back to like a +2 or +3, that would be great. Obviously, I don't think I'm gonna get to a tour level ever, but who knows? So, and as I'm talking about that, this is one of those shots I need to get back in the bag if I do want to get close to where I was in college, and I definitely don't have it right now. That's a choke down, knockdown, and obviously when I was playing in college in Texas, pretty windy, so you had to. I was at one point I was pretty good at that shot, so I'm gonna really spend a lot of time working on that knockdown shot and learning how to time the face on a slower swing speed, and hopefully it kind of comes back to me. And one of my personal goals in the future is to, shoot even par or better on a very windy day. So, like, for example, if it's 15 miles an hour, consistent winds, it'd be great to shoot par one day. Right now in this video, it's probably 5 to 10 mile an hour pretty consistently with 15 mile an hour gusts maybe, to give you guys an idea. So that would be nice if I could get to that point. So this was more of a mystery than anything. Once again, I started exactly where I wanted to. These were very tricky greens. I gotta give this course credit. This was a very tough course, and it was a very fair course. If you sucked, it was gonna expose you. And there were times I sucked, and I made bad scores when I deserved to. So this is a course I highly recommend. Obviously, as you guys can see, greens are in beautiful shape and just a wonderful all-around course. So I'll knock this one in. So I believe I'm 1 over on the side and 1 over 2 over total. So hole 18, par 5, 517. Once again, the fairway actually ends here at about 340. So I probably would have hit it a little too far with the driver. So I was kind of forced to hit 2-iron here. But again, another perfect shot down the middle. And that's one thing I was always really good at, was hitting the 2-iron straight. So it was always a pretty good weapon to have in the bag. And I'm very amazed at how little I'm losing when it comes to hitting 2-iron instead of driver. The only thing this would have done is probably given me an 8-iron instead of a 5-iron. And obviously that is a difference, but compared to all the trouble it brings in, it's not worth it. And so here, another sign my course management's improving. I hit it right where I was aiming. I wanted to be at the left edge of the screen, maybe try to put it in that bunker and have an easy bunker shot, because obviously there's water, right? And I just didn't want to bring that into play. So it's nice to see me being able to play away from trouble and actually commit to that shot and play away from the pin. And that's sometimes what you have to do. So I'm looking at this playback with a lot of optimism. I think my game is actually not in that bad of a place right now, and I think there's also room for me to improve a shot or two over the summer. So hopefully that happens, because I'm definitely really starting to enjoy the game more, which is obviously the number one goal here. So it's becoming more fun to play golf each time I play, which is obviously a very good thing. So unfortunately, I'll miss that to the left. So I'll tap that in for a 1 over 37, 2 over 74 total. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.